184.45 Canadian dollars. That is how much I made during the first month of monetization after I reached 1,000 subscribers.
1040份。
Keep watching if you like to know more details because in my opinion, most of those revenues come from luck, and the number I just spelled out is hardly a relatable reference. So in the rest of my video, we'll take a look at my analytics and the performance of my other videos that might provide some valuable information to help you understand what kind of revenue to expect if your video got monetized. I also want to take this opportunity to have some chit chats about making YouTube, which may help people who are trying to decide whether to start a YouTube channel or people who are struggling on their YouTube journey. This is my data between February 2nd and March 2nd. The actual number should be about $30 more because during the 4 beginning days of my monetization, my most viewed video got copyright claimed. I know that the income during the February 2nd and February 6th has still not been updated yet. As you can see on this chart, the majority of my views and my revenue are coming from this old video I made months ago, which alone pushed my channel past 1,000 subscribers and brought me hundreds of thousands of views and $170.81 since monetization. The Chinese meme video took me 2 days to make, mainly because the voiceover work in English is slow and painful for me. For a native speaker, making this kind of short video should take less than a day. Although this video has lots of views, only about half of the views of this video are monetized, since my monetization only began after February 2nd, so I could imagine the revenue of this kind of video would be about 400 Canadian dollars if it's fully monetized from the beginning, which sounds pretty good. But here I have the opposite story for you. I spent huge effort on my Chinese car video, wishing it to be my next big hit, but if you look at the data, the real number of views of that video during that 30 days period is only 666. So that's a huge flop. In total, after spending most of my free time making that video for nearly 2 months, I got lesser than $7. If you don't count the unusual traffic from that one lucky hit, I'm only making $7 per month. But hey, of course it doesn't look that green and dark. For creators who manage to reach 1,000 subscriber milestone, they'll likely have 1 or 2 videos that went relatively viral. It's not just the luck. It's also called Pareto principle. Having most of your views and revenue come from just 1 or 2 of your most successful videos is totally normal. So, realistically speaking, you can expect to earn around $1 to $2 per day and $30 to $60 per month. For people who wish to make money on YouTube and even make a living out of it, this is not a guaranteed nor an easy route to success. The financial outcome is not guaranteed, and the effort it takes is actually much more than a full-time job. It will also take a toll on your mental health when you find that video you spent days working on doesn't receive enough views. Personally, I check my YouTube studio up to 20 times a day just to see if my recent upload has received even 1 more view, which is kind of insane. On average, it takes months to over a year to reach the first 1,000 subscribers if you can keep uploading quality content to YouTube. During this period, you will not see anything in return. After that, your estimated revenue will be just a few dollars per month unless you can make more viral videos, which might be your next, but who knows. Without a significant passion for creating and sharing content, it is extremely difficult to sustain. So, was it all worth it? Yeah, I would totally do it again, and much better this time. You can't judge the value of everything with money. You only have a limited amount of time, but there is an infinite amount of money that can be printed. Instead of contributing to something that doesn't belong to you, are not passionate about, and your effort can be easily replaced and forgotten. Making videos is much more productive compared with many other jobs, because you are creating something that's fully owned by yourself and will always be there if you know how to properly store your data. A video is also a projection of yourself during that time that can be stored. You'll find these tokens of your existence become increasingly valuable after years and decades. Besides that, creating videos opens you up to study lots of different skills and pushes you to become a better version of yourself in many ways. It also becomes your portfolio that helps other people to know you and understand you quickly, which is a helpful asset for you to land a job or make new friends. For example, I landed my job by creating YouTube videos for just 2 months. Making content also boosts your confidence, because you know that even without your current full-time job, you still have other goals to pursue. It becomes your opportunity to try out full-time content creation, and who knows, you might unlock a new lifestyle. Now, here is some advice for people who lack experience in growing their new YouTube channel. As you can see, I don't have a lot of subscribers and views on my own channel, but I do have some experience in what works and what does not. I'm also actively studying how to grow a channel, so I've collected some ideas from other more successful YouTubers too. I believe you're already aware that the thumbnail and titles are the most crucial elements. Besides that, first of all, quality above quantity. Take all the time you need to create a video that you can proudly present to your friends. Most people won't like trashes that is constantly pushed into their feed, and the algorithm will help them to avoid that kind of content. The video quality I mentioned here is not only about production value. Scripting is far more important. Try to find a more special perspective when covering something, and try to dig into a topic deeper than anyone else. Leave no questions unanswered, which will make your video stand out and be appreciated by the audience. Ultimately leads to more subscriptions. Secondly, unless there's something that you really like to cover above anything else, you should always try to ride the trend, or create videos that are closely related to something popular. That will give you the best chance to make your video go viral. But I almost never follow that, because what's currently trendy often doesn't align with my interest. So I'm stuck. Don't be like me. The difference can be very significant. For example, I made my PSVR 2 videos just after that headset released, and those videos become 10 times more successful than my other videos. Even now, they still attract some traffic because the PSVR 2 remains relevant. I'm expecting that video to blow up when the headset fully supports PC. Have you seen one of those Apple Vision Pro videos earlier? They are everywhere on YouTube. I suspect the reason why my Chinese meme video got lots of views recently was because of that Chinese beaver that burst out from nowhere. The third thing is to be consistent. The more videos you make, the higher chance you can get lifted by the algorithm to the moon. But remember, the quality is what makes your audience stay. The fourth thing I want to say is to have some personal touch to your video. Make emotional connections with your audience. Behind each video, the audience should see hardworking and passionate creator that's worth subscribing to. I know not everyone is a Markiplier who maxed out on charisma, but at least practice on that, which will help you in all perspectives. Making YouTube videos is a form of public entertainment after all. The fifth point is that one step at a time, you need to make each video better than the last. This improvement could be in production value, sound, scripting, or efficiency. My final advice is to avoid corporate claim unless you are licensed. After your channel gets monetized, you will find out that although many copyrighted content is allowed to be used in your YouTube video, it will still take away all your revenue. You might be able to remove the copyright claim by filing a dispute under fair use, but whether it's a fair use or not is solely determined by the copyright owner. And that's the end of this video. I hope my data and experience were helpful. Thank you for watching to the end. Use the like button if you enjoyed this video, leave a comment if you have any questions, and consider subscribe to my channel. Currently, I create videos on topics related to China. You can try one of my videos on the end screen, and that would be the greatest support for me.